Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, hope you're doing well. Today, it's another auction video. Everyone seems to enjoy these, so I thought I'd have another little look at what's going on with the auction market. I've got a few cars in my BCA watch list that I'm interested in buying if I can get them at the right price, and I still think there's some profit left in them. And I think that's going to be the biggest issue, because they are all on the budget end. We're looking at an Audi A3, it's got a cap clean of 1700, a Mokka, it's on quite high miles, cap clean of 1600, a nice Volvo S40, cap clean of 2.2, and a Ford Fiesta that's got a cap clean of about 2.5. Now the question is, can we A, win those, get anywhere near it, and then B, have some money left over to try and make a profit? These will be cars that, you know, we might have here on the forecourt, but more than likely will be for Sophie to sell. And it's interesting to see how it's going, because this is going to be the cheaper end of the market where things seem to be going pretty strong. I think a lot of people are working for very slim margins, which I can't afford to do, unfortunately. So I just thought it'd be interesting to have a look and see how we get on. We've got an Audi A3 Sportback, 2-litre TFSI, so it's a 200 brake horsepower quattro thing. It's quite interesting, that. I quite like that. I think that would be popular, but you have to get it at the right price. I think it's at absolute most about 3,000 to sell. We got a Mokka, 153,000 miles. These have all got pretty decent MOT, because we were so stuck for MOTs at the moment that I don't want to buy stuff that's got short MOTs. That's got a cap clean of 1600, and I think, again, that's probably about a £3,000 car to sell. Then we've got the Volvo S40. That should be about 4,000 to 4,500, with a cap clean of 2.2. Will there be enough left in there? And the Ford Fiesta, about the same. It's about a 4.5, in fact, not even that much, about 4.2, with a cap clean of 2.5. So we'll have to see how it goes. Our Audi A3 is just 10 lots away, so just before we do bid on that, I'm going to do a free vehicle score check, because why would you not? It's completely free and it's going to give us loads of information. So I'll chuck the reg of this car in, which is Yankee Hotel 54 Juliet Uniform Victor. Get a score. It's going to give us a score from 1 to 999. 190, needs work. Let's have a look at what it's saying. Looking good, long-term owner, average yearly mileage is perfect. Bad bits, over 20 comments on recent MOTs, vehicles over 10 years old, and mileage is above 80,000. All this stuff's got to be taken with a pinch of salt. It's only a guide, give you some information. So really, the only thing there I would say that's really against this car is that it's got 20 comments on recent MOTs. So let's have a look at our MOT history, which we can very conveniently do here. Most recent one, rear discs worn, pitted and scored, near side rear registration plate lamp inoperative. That's very minor stuff. That was on its most recent MOT. Prior to that, it had a couple of CV boots, near side suspension pin, arm or bush, so that's been changed. Same on the other side. Still saying rear discs are worn, so probably wants rear brakes. Prior to that, what was the last failure? Failed on an offside rear stop lamp not working. Near side front suspension, pin, arm, bush, so it's probably a couple of front lower arms, wasn't it? Advised prior, and then on the next one it was advised as well, and obviously been done. Or they failed it on the next one, and now it's been done. So it doesn't scare me off too much, actually. Let's have a look at our estimates. It's saying 2,578 to 3,222. I think that's fairly fair. It's going to be around about 3,000 for us to sell, I think. Common problems: engine misfire, oil consumption issues, electrical issues, and suspension problems. We can't check those out beforehand, unfortunately, but we do have an assured report that says it looks okay. So we are only 7 lots away. Let's see if we can't buy it. I think, as I said, it's about a £3,000 car. It's going to be £300 worth of fees. I think maximum I want to bid is about 1,600, 1,700 for this, because that'd make it 2,000, which would leave a potential £1,000 margin, minus any work that we need to do, minus valeting it and advertising it. It doesn't leave a lot, does it? But I think it's going to go for more than that. We'll find out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 54. At 59 with debit and on 59 debit. What's us on debit? 59 with debit. 59. Oh no, we've lost the page. Oh. We might even not get a chance to bid on this now. What a load of rubbish. Oh, it's back. It's back, kind of. We're going to miss this. We won't even know what happened. How irritating is that it happens exactly at the moment that we want to bid? We've been sat here watching it roll by. See if we can get on via the old system, but it's only on 1,500 quid, so I'm going to... Okay, so we're still in the mix, and it's with us. And now it's gone up to 1750, 1800. It's just too much. 1850.
1850. 1850 there, bid, 1850 there, bid, 1850 there, bid, 1850 there, bid, 1850 there, bid,
1850. So what did we say it was? Look, I'll show you. Where did I have it on Auto Trader? Here, look. Here is looking for cars of the like. So these are all 2-litre TFSI Quattros. This one's around about the same sort of mileage. I think that was right, wasn't it? I can't remember what the mileage was now. 80 odd thousand. So this one's got about 10,000 more, but 2,250. 1,950 on 128,000 miles, admittedly. This one's on 117,000 miles and it's 3,000. A, prices are all over the place, but B, that car was £1,850 plus, I wish I still had a guide price here of the fees, but let's say at least 300 quid. I realised when I was adding this up in a previous video, I just got it complete, I was just plucking figures out of nowhere. What is 300 quid plus 1850? £2,150. Then say you got to collect it, £100, you know, or to get it delivered or something. 2,250. Well, if you're selling it at best £3,000, there's not a lot of money left in that, is there? Especially if you then got to pay 160 odd pounds in VAT if you're a genuine dealer and you're on your VAT margin scheme. And imagine if something goes wrong with it and you've got to fix it, or you know, it needs a service, it needs a tyre, there's no money left in it. While I don't think you want to be in premium cars at the moment because it's very hard to sell them and the values are plummeting, it's not easy to be in the lower end of the market either because very hard to get stock and quite small margins really. Right, so the next vehicle up is the Mokka on 153,000 miles. It's a grade 3, it's all okay on its BCA essential check, and I think I'm going to bid up to about 2,000 again on that one. So let's do a quick vehicle score check. DE63 CBV. 258, not great. Let's find out why. Recent MOT pass rate is high. Over 20 comments on recent MOTs on the bad side. Over 2 failed comments on recent MOTs. And the vehicle's 10 years old. MOT history. Let's have a look at the fail. So lower arm, brake pads, lower arm, rear coil spring corroded, top mount, side repeater, coil spring corroded, top mount. Let's see what happened when it passed again. Still had quite a lot of advisories. So it still had rear coil spring corroded, offside front McPherson strut pin or bush, which would be a top mount, I think. Offside front side repeater slightly discoloured, rear coil spring corroded, rear disc brake worn, pitted or scored. Yeah, so basically the rear springs are corroded, the side repeaters are discoloured, and it might want top mounts or struts or something. Not awful if you can get it cheap enough, but it does want to be cheap really, so let's see if we can get it cheap enough to be worthwhile. Okay, here goes our Mokka as well now.
All windows will not stay open.
Oh, all windows will not stay open is what you're saying.
1100. 1100 there, another 12. 12 around me, 12, 50, 12, 13, 13, 11, 13, 13, 11, 13, 14, 14, 14, go to 14.
See, I'm going to stay away from that because
we're still at 14, Robin.
1450.
1450 sold at 1450. Selling 1450. What price sold in 40? Ultimate. It's an 88.
Well, obviously, I held back from my original on that because if all the windows aren't staying open, then yeah, God knows what's going on there. It might be quite a simple reset, to be fair, but still, it's on 150 odd thousand miles, and it could have been a complete headache. So, what did we say it was? 1450 plus probably again another sort of 300 quid, 1750. There could be decent money in that if that's a simple fix. That's assuming that the DPF isn't blocked, it doesn't absolutely stink of acrid diesel smoke, which it probably will, and there's probably a lot of problems lined up in that. With any luck, our Volvo S40, our design, if it's even come up, BCA is not working very well today at all, is it? Might be better for us. It is a grade 4, but there should be a better margins in it. It should be a better car. It will also go for stronger money, I imagine. So, in fact, we should vehicle score this as well. Right, so the registration of this one is November Lima 60 Mike Juliet Oscar. 642, not bad. What's it saying? on the good side, long-term owner, recent MOT pass rate is high, bad bits, vehicles over 10 years old, and mileage is above 80,000. We're going to ignore both of those because, you know, that has to be taken into account, doesn't it? MOT history, so it's got until March next year. Advisory, coolant level below minimum. It's hardly worth an MOT safety advisory, is it? And rear exhaust mounting defective. So not much to worry about there. Mileage tracker, going perfect. Estimates, estimated value 3,000 to 3,760, which is pretty close, I would say. Estimated lifespan of up to 156,000 miles, which gives us plenty of life left. So in reality, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? I think it's worth getting a reasonably strong bid in on that. So we'll see when that comes around. Right, we're just 2 lots away, so while we wait for it to come up, I'm just going to have another quick look through the pictures. Looks quite well, really, doesn't it? For a R-Design S40. I'm going to have to get that phone call, I think. Good afternoon, Bear Motors.
A few moments later.
No problem. Leave it with me and I will come back to you. Thanks, bye-bye. This is why bidding online can be useful. Okay, this looks good.
60, S40. Right, it's on sale, but we'd like 2. Keep going. Sold.
With me. No. 23. 50. I've already... Oh, we got it. 2,350. I'll show you the exact amount in a minute with the fees when we get the invoice.
Car is capping at...
I'll be honest, I probably paid a little bit more than I wanted to there. I wanted to pay about 2.5 all in. You don't always get what you want, do you? Let's have a quick look at what Auto Trader was telling us about it. It says it's got a retail valuation of £3,821. So if we pop in here, take out any costs. What did I just buy that for? 2,350, wasn't it? Let's say it's 2,350, 2,650. If we sold it for full whack, you'd have an £1,100 margin. It's not a lot, and that's if we sell it from here. We might be able to bump that up. What happens if we try and ask stronger money? 3,995. Make it about 1,200 quid, 1,300 quid maybe if we ask £4,000 for it, which might be fair with the way the market is going. But let's have a look. I'll tell you exactly. Right, so yes, we had £302 worth of fees. We also had to pay £12.30 for the essential check, and then there's VAT charged on top of that. So in total, it's cost us 2,664 quid. So we're certainly not looking at a bumper profit on that one, but I'm hoping it should be a fairly easy one, and you know, everything helps, keeps things turning over. So not impossible to buy cars at the moment, it's just tricky, a very odd market. We have got another one in 14 lots away, but I've got a meeting with... Tell you what I'm going to do, because I've got to hop on a meeting now with someone about something else. We've still got our Ford Fiesta, which has got a cap clean of 2.5. I've put down that I want to bid up to about 3,000 for it, so I might put... Let's just remind myself, it's got a reasonable amount of MOT. Put a little bid of 2.6 in there, and we'll leave that on a proxy to bid on my behalf, and I'll let you know how it goes once I come out of this meeting.
I've done 72,000 miles this time. And that'll do, won't it? Nice end. 2.5. Grade 3. 2 owners. MOT till April. 4 main dealer services. Sold 2.6. 22 bid, 22 bid, 2 bid, 6 bid, 2 bid, 6 bid, 6 bid, 6 bid, was bid twice. Sold 61, 116 is the plus.
Right, meeting done. That was a very interesting and exciting meeting, actually, in regards to my car buying website. So big changes coming there. You can look forward to auction videos and an update on the software that I'll be using there. That aside, while I was in that meeting, we did manage to buy the Fiesta. I said I was going to put a proxy bid of £2,600 on there, and that is exactly what I want it for. So it jumped straight in by the looks of it, about £2,500. Someone else bid in. It auto bidded for me again to 2,600. So we have now got that. Let's have a look. In total, £2,921, and I think we said that that had a retail price of about 4,200. So again, not huge margins. In this business, my business here, Barrow Motors, I couldn't be living off margins like that all the time. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to have a few things just to keep the wheels turning. And interestingly, there was another auction I wanted us to walk through kind of live, but I didn't get a chance, was a Mercedes CLA 45, quite a rare car, interesting, and one that I'd quite like to own in the near future because I think they're attractive looking. Obviously, they're very sporty, and I thought that would probably do kind of well under cap because it's in that premium kind of gas guzzling bracket now. And I think it did go for about £1,500 under cap clean. I did have a recording, so Toby will put that up here. So again, I think there was something on there. There was one minor warning for like collision avoidance system or something. It probably had a fault with the front radar. Still, all the same, clearly it goes with that trend. The more expensive stuff, premium stuff, is not doing as strongly, and there is going to be a big shift in prices. So if you're looking to buy something premium, I'd probably hang on, unless you want to buy one of ours, because we got a few of them, and then buy it immediately, please. But that is it for this quick kind of auction purchase, give you an idea of how the market is today. If you want to see either of those cars on the channel as a kind of a follow-up, then do let me know. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget my website, shiftingmetal.co.uk. You can get all of my merchandise on there, as well as all of my discount codes if you're looking to spend any money on anything, do any car checks, you're looking for a new air freshener, whether you're looking for new diagnostics equipment, go on there first, check out the deals and discounts page, and you'll find loads of discounts. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.